joining me on my masterclass today. Now, today we're talking about 7 things that will make you wealthy. 7 things that will make you wealthy. Now, for these things to work, you've got to put them into practice. They will only work if you work them. They're not just going to work in isolation of you not working them. You need to put them into practice. Now, without further ado, what are those 7 things that will make you wealthy if you practice them? The very first thing is this: find your passion. Find your passion. You got to stop chasing money and start chasing your passion, because when you chase your passion and you catch it, money will chase you. But if you chase money, you're never going to get it. It's going to be a situation where you're living on the rat race. The fastest way to get money is not by chasing money, but by following your passion. And I'm going to give you a couple of examples. Now, you might have heard of WhatsApp. Now, WhatsApp was founded by 2 guys, one of them Brian Acton and the other Jan Koum. Now, can you believe it that these guys actually went to Facebook to apply for a job? Yes, they did. They went to Facebook to apply for a job, and then they didn't get that job. Now, it wasn't their passion to get the job or to work. It wasn't their passion, but they needed money. They were broke. And so they didn't get that job. And then eventually, they met up with a couple of their friends. And then one of their friends was a Russian guy, a Russian emir. And, in their community, they had difficulty communicating with each other. And they had a passion for coding. So they used that passion to create an app that would allow members of the Russian immigrant community communicate with each other for free. And that's how WhatsApp was born, And then eventually, these guys ended up selling that same WhatsApp to Facebook that refused to employ them for about $19.5 billion. Now, not million, you heard me, $billion. Now look at that. So if they had followed a job, they would have still been in the rat race, but they followed their passion, and their passion actually made money pursue them. So that's what you need to do. You need to follow your passion. It's very important, because in life, you only have probably about maybe 70, if you're living in a country like America or the Western world, or if you live in other parts of the world, less than 70 years. And you don't want to spend those years following someone else's passion, being a side attraction in someone else's passion. Now, the next thing that you want to do is this: you don't want to mistake motion for promotion. So in life, what you're looking for is promotion, especially in your professional life. So when you go into the office, you got to have this at the back of your mind in your office, that you're not there to make friends. The people in your office, they don't gather together because they want to make friends. No, they came to that place because they want to make money, they want to get ahead in life, they want to get what? Promotion. So if you're there, don't get carried away. Don't start to think that, okay, my colleagues are my friends. No. You got to put things into perspective. If they can find a way to undermine you and get promoted, they will do it. Now, you don't have to do that to them, but then you have to bear in mind that you are there for promotion, not someone promotion. So when you're gossiping about, playing, when you just doing stuff like that, that is motion. Anything that does not get you promoted is motion. Anything that does not get you promotion is motion. So what do you want to do? You want to arrive early to work, you want to anticipate your boss, you want to show interest in helping other people in your colleagues to complete their assignments or their projects. Now, if you're doing this, it's likely you're going to be called like a bootlegger or a psychopath. That's okay. That's just people being intimidated by you. So continue to do that and you'll get promoted. And also, if you have a business, you've got to know your customer. And know your customer to a very high degree. You know your products, you know your services, and then you know your customer to a very, very high degree. And then you begin to tailor your personality, yourself, your office, everything about you to present the best version of your goods and your services to your customer. And then in that way, your business is going to be promoted. Now, if you are a small and medium scale business, you can do that, one-on-one, personally. But if you're a larger scale business, maybe you might want to do some surveys to know maybe the age group that buys your product or your service, or the ethnicity or the demographic, and so you cater for them. Now, the third thing that you want to do is to have an abundant mindset. You have to have an abundant mindset. Now, this is very important, because a lot of people unconsciously, they have a poverty mentality. So like you see, they like to say things like, women love money, or that guy loves money. Listen, people may not love money, but everybody likes money, and I can prove it to you. Everybody likes money, and I can prove it to you. You see, I have a picture here. Well, it might be gory, and I don't want YouTube to have a problem with this video. But you see, I was going to show you a hospital. Now, in that hospital, you see that A hospital is a place where people save lives, where medical professionals they save lives, right? Now, if you look at a hospital and then if you look at a bank is a place where people save money. So, hospital one they save lives, bank they save money. You're going to find that in every situation that a bank is busier, is more beehive of activities than a hospital. People patronize banks. Why? Because it's human nature. Humans like money. They might not necessarily love it, but they like money. So when you understand that, you begin to have an abundance mindset whereby you're not looking at people and say, oh, this person likes money, this person likes money. Everybody likes money. And it's put in there by our creator so that if we can advance, we can create goods, we can create services. Poverty does not love anybody. So take away that poverty mindset and replace it with an abundance mindset. Always think to yourself, how can I make more money? How can I make more money? Not just for yourself, because Christ said, "Love your neighbor as yourself." And if you don't have money, you're not going to be able to love your neighbor. If you think about the Good Samaritan, the reason why he was able to love his neighbor is because he had money to spend on his neighbor when his neighbor needed it. Now, the fourth thing is this: focus. Focus. Learn to do everything as if it's the only thing that you have to do on planet Earth. So, do everything as if it's the only thing that you have to do on planet Earth. You cannot do everything at once, but you can do everything. You can do everything gradually. So take each thing that you're doing, focus, put all your attention on it. Somebody has said focus means follow one course until success, which is quite true. And if you think about it now, if you are not concentrating your mental acumen on the task, it's going to be diluted with distraction. That's why they tell you pay attention. Attention is something you pay. When you learn how to focus without distraction for 15 minutes, you enter a state of mind called flow. And flow is a state of mind that is when man is most creative, whereby your cerebral cortex, whereby your frontal lobe, whereby they are active, whereby they are undistracted. And so your full human potential is directed at the task before you. And then that is how people build on excellence and they become outstanding. And when you're excellent and you're outstanding, eventually people are going to notice and you're going to get promoted. Now, the fifth one is this: excess is not success. I'll say that again: excess is not success. What people do is that sometimes money comes to them, and then when money comes to them, they start thinking about what they're going to buy. They're going to buy the latest iPhone, the latest designer. Listen, buy only things that you need, and then invest the rest of the money. If you look at the people who are very successful, if you look at the Forbes 100 rich list, the people who are there, they don't dress flamboyantly. They don't, dress, in excess. They don't use a bling. They don't use they are people who are very, very moderate in their dressing, moderate in their materialism. So you can emulate them. It's a habit. You see, if you have an old car and then you get money and then that money can buy a new car. I mean, a car is not an asset; it's a liability. Why do you need a new car? Except maybe you're buying a car for business. Why do you need a new car? You see, you have to understand this is that success brings access, but excess brings stress. I'll say that one more time. Success brings access, but excess brings stress. You have excess cars, you start having issues with maintaining the cars, and this thing start distracting you. You don't want that. You just want success. And if you start investing in excess, you're not going to get success. That's the fourth thing. Now, what's the fifth thing? Progress has a process. Progress has a process. So you don't, stop looking for overnight success. Stop looking for overnight wealth. Wealth and success don't come overnight. They come over time. I want to say that one more time. Wealth and success don't come overnight. They come over time. And then when somebody offers you success that appears to be coming overnight, be careful, because it's not real. It's too good to be true, and if you put your hand in it, you're going to be burnt. And then the sixth one is this: you need term life insurance. Term life insurance. What's the term life insurance? I have it, and I encourage you to have it. It's life insurance that is for a set time. Like in my own case, it's for 20 years. And then after 20 years, if you're still alive, then you get all of your money back. But if you die, then your beneficiaries, they get a huge sum of money, maybe about $1 million, $500,000, something like that. So you need to get life insurance. A lot of people, especially in Asia and Africa, don't get life insurance because say, okay, my parents didn't have life insurance, I didn't benefit from it, so my kids are not going to get it. No, you need to get life insurance. It's very, very important. And then finally, and this is the last and most important habit, take time out to meditate and
Ideate.
try to do it before 5 a.m. when the world is still sleeping, so that you are undistracted and your mind can go into flow, that state of mind whereby you're thinking your best thoughts and you're producing your best ideas. My name is Ronald Mokri, and I hope that you've been able to glean something out of this. But if you've not been able to, maybe you have questions, please put them in the comment section, and my staff are very, very good at curating comments. They bring them to me. I will respond to these comments. Now remember, I do not have a WhatsApp forum. I do not have a Telegram channel. I do not have a Gmail email address. Scammers have seen that my videos tend to go viral, and so they create fake YouTube profiles. They approach people in the comment section, offering them WhatsApp, offering them guidelines, helpline, one-on-one mentoring, and then they end up duping a number of people. They've duped so many people, don't be duped. My name is Ronnie Walking once again.